Welcome to A Simple Life with Cal. The boys are actually down by Herman's. They're working on a couple of their own little projects, changing tires on the trailer and putting some little cart back together that they fixed. And my mom is actually up here. She's picking some grapes and enjoying this lovely weather that we're having right now. I am up here at the very top. I am preparing to take down these 5 standing dead trees and the 2 oaks that are right there. So I'm gonna get in here, I'm gonna do some cleanup. I need to make sure I have, you can see it's pretty dense. I need to make sure I have escape routes and everything so that way I can take all these trees down, and we're just gonna dump them over right here. Right here, where I'm standing, going to that cone is where we're gonna be putting a greenhouse. It's gonna be 24 by 72. And like I've said, we're gonna be putting up 5 of them, I believe. Maybe 6, maybe 4, we'll see. No idea what we'll end up doing, but that's the plan. So I'm gonna get in here. I got a little bit of time before I have to head home because Christine and I are going on a date tonight. And so I'm gonna get in here and get a safety area set up. If something goes wrong, I can step behind another tree or walk away if I need to. And then if I have time, I only got about an hour and a half, I'm gonna start taking these trees down. Actually, I just found there's a 6th up and a 7th one. So we got 7 dead, standing dead. So I don't know what's killing them, but I know what's gonna put them on the ground. It's gonna be me.
I've talked about this in the past, but as you'll notice, there is trash in the woods. Herman has never had trash service up here at all. He's been up here for 65 years, 7 kids. Most of the trash is pretty much right up against the roadside, and there's a couple spots where it's been dumped. This is something I'm going to take care of. And as we go through the woods and we start cleaning out the edge of the woods against the roads and stuff like that, you'll see this stuff is going to get picked up. It drives me nuts. It drives me bonkers to see the trash. Not only does it make me feel like a bad landowner, but it's just ugly, to be honest. So it's going to be taken care of. It was part of getting this property. I knew when I bought this property from Herman that there was 2 things that were coming with it. His piles of trash and him. And to be honest, I was perfectly fine with that deal. If you notice, Herman still lives up here. And that's because part of our deal is Herman will live the rest of his life on his land. And we'll take care of him. I would have taken care of him anyways, because that's what you do when your neighbor needs help.
Okay, so we have a pretty good safety area cleared out around all the trees. I have one more little hawthorn I need to take out right there. And then I got a good area all the way around, I don't know, 7 or 8 trees, all the way up to that oak right here. So I'm gonna start.
As you might notice, I'm not an arborist. I'm completely self-taught, except for asking a few buddies for a few tips and looking stuff up on YouTube. And then I just look at trees as big physics problems. I look at them, I look at how the weight's shifting as they've grown, whether limbs are on one side or the other, whether I think I can actually get them to go the direction I want them to, that kind of stuff. And I've slowly gotten more and more comfortable with cutting trees. So, don't look at what I'm doing as a how-to, because it's not. I really don't actually have the knowledge to be able to do a how-to on how to cut down trees. But I do want to say, 3 years ago, I had no idea how to take down trees this size. At all. I had taken down a couple, and to be honest, I basically walked away lucky. And so, if you're interested in this kind of stuff, doing skill sets that you've never done before, don't be afraid of the unknown. Go tackle them. As I've said, failure is always an option. Now, failure when it comes to cutting a tree down, that can be spectacular. Be careful. But what I mean is new skill sets. I think it's so incredibly important to go out and to always be pushing yourself to do new things. A great example. I don't have any video experience, video editing experience. I'm not a graphic designer. 90% of what I do to get these videos ready is something I've never done before. I'm not a great storyteller. I can talk, like most folks, but telling a story and crafting it is something that has been a new experience for me. But I have to say, it's been exhilarating. It has been absolutely amazing to try to learn a new skill set and watch myself fail forward. Every video for me has been this new experience of, oh, that worked and that didn't. And thank you for coming along on our adventure. And if you enjoyed today's episode, please give it a thumbs up.
So I'm done for the night. Me and Christine have a date, and so I'm going to leave this mess for another day. I still have the oak and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other dead trees all right there. And this behemoth, which isn't a super behemoth, but it's a pretty good sized tree. Anyways, all right, I'll see you guys another day on another episode. Thank you so much for joining us. Say bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.